Well, I found out I was pregnant, and it was during the 4th of July weekend. Everything was closed. And when I Googled places to go for an ultrasound or a pregnancy test, they popped up. And me and the father weren't together. It was just kind of a friends with benefits thing. Like I said, I lost my mom 4 years, well, 3 years at that time prior, and I just wasn't emotionally, I was a wreck. And so yeah, I came in, they did the pregnancy test, and then they did an ultrasound. Sure enough, I was told I was pregnant. And I was terrified because it was wasn't supposed to happen. And then from there, we started talking about options because I came to the conclusion that I couldn't be a parent. I didn't want to be a parent. I wasn't ready to be a parent. And I decided on adoption. A couple weeks later, I started seeing Kim, my mommy mentor, and still I was so undecided. I was completely torn because the timing was just wrong. Everything was wrong. It was just horrible, and I was scared. And my family's initial reaction was abortion or adoption, or everybody wasn't on board with this, and except for my dad, which is crazy because I thought he was gonna kill me. He didn't want me to do adoption. He didn't want me to do abortion. He's like, you grow up and you should be a mom. He's like, you should parent. He's like, your mom would be so upset with you if you were thinking of all these things that you want to do. Had a complete change of heart, and I made the decision to parent. And then when I came back to talk with Kim, I told her, I was like, well, I've decided to do otherwise, and what am I supposed to do? And so she's like, that's what we're here for. She's like, we're here to help you every step of the way. And I had her number, I had Amy's number, and it was great because that's pretty much what made me fall in love with seeing him on the ultrasound. And then I actually went into labor at 6 months, and my son was born at 27 weeks, and actually I remember the day that I went into labor, I was on the phone with Kim, and I was crying, and she was crying, and then we prayed and to make sure that everything was okay. That was the best thing, is for them to always be available. And that was good because with my work schedule being the way it was at the time, it was nice to have somebody to talk to, especially, like I said, I didn't have my mom. Funny, because when I first came here, I was like, well, am I only going to see them once? Is this it? But no, they actually, that's when they offered their resources, because they did counseling too. You could talk to them and make appointments, or they gave me so much options and, resources. That's what they were. They were a resource center. So, and they have them. And they helped a lot.